I couldn't believe it, but chalk is the absolute insider tip for the household. There are 6 incredible tricks with chalk that almost nobody knows, but everyone should know. When you see all the things you can do with chalk, you'll be amazed. Because do you already have chalk in your cutlery drawer? You should definitely do this if you have silver cutlery, because silver cutlery gets ugly stains and tarnishes over time. This is exactly what chalk can prevent. Simply place 1 or more pieces of chalk somewhere in your cutlery drawer to prevent the cutlery from tarnishing. Incidentally, this also works for silver jewelry. If you have a toolbox, then you know the problem of tools starting to rust at some point. You can find these ugly rust stains all over the tools and they are just annoying. But to avoid this, all you have to do is put a piece of chalk in the tool case. The chalk absorbs the moisture and rust can no longer form on the tool. A grease stain on your clothes is really annoying, but you can fix it with chalk. Simply apply a little chalk directly to the grease stain, leave it on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then remove the excess chalk with your finger. Then grab your garment and throw it in the washing machine as normal. This is because the chalk absorbs the greasy fat. After washing, you won't see any more of the grease stain and you'll have removed it completely with chalk. And for the next trick, we need our key. If you know the problem that you can't get the key in or out of the lock so easily and it just gets stuck, all you need is a piece of chalk. Rub it on both sides of your key so that both sides of the key have a little chalk on them. Now you can take the key again, go to your lock and insert and remove it a few times. It will be a little difficult at first, but you will soon notice that it is much easier to get in and out again. This is because the key is no longer stuck here, and the lock is working properly again. And do you know the problem too? You open your closet and it just smells musty. Again, all you have to do is put 1 or more pieces of chalk in your wardrobe. The main reason for the bad smell is high humidity in the closet. And since the chalk can absorb the humidity here, you will no longer have the problem and it should no longer smell musty in your wardrobe. And for the next trick, you should spread chalk in front of your door. Make a line as you can see here with me. This should be done in a very specific place, as I'll explain in more detail in a moment. First, you should clean it a little with a broom. Now grab your piece of chalk and make a good line here. It should be quite thick and a good height so that there are no gaps in between. You can do this anywhere on your paving, on the patio in general, somewhere in front of a door, or even on a windowsill in front of a window. However, it is important for this trick that you renew the chalk line regularly. So if at some point it is no longer visible or simply disappears, you should redo it. Maybe you can do the same thing as here and chalk a small crescent. This will keep ants away. Ants can't get past this chalk line. If you know where they can get into your home, you can prevent them from getting in at all. Or if you don't want them anywhere, you can circle this area with the chalk and they won't get there. By the way, do you already know the secret toilet trick that the whole internet is talking about? I'll show you in the video you see on the screen now, so click on it and watch it.